When I enlisted in the Air Force, I was initially a propellant transfer system specialist, and I worked out here at Vandenberg on the Atlas D missile. Also from there, I went on to Titan IIs, which were silo-borne missiles, ICBMs. From there, I cross-trained into aircraft avionics and spent a lot of time in aircraft avionics. But once I retired, I came back into the rocket business and hired on with a major aerospace corporation that provided access to space here at Vandenberg, and spent the next 20 years working with that particular company as well as another company doing the same thing as a engineering manager for system safety. There are a lot of veterans who work out here at Vandenberg who have transitioned from the military and used their military skills in their civilian life. Good example is a lot of people in the POL, or propellants, oils and lubricants, who have transitioned into fuel systems out here on the base. Also, there are technicians who have worked on ICBMs in the past who have retired or have gotten out of the service, and they have transitioned into the civilian sector, taking those skill sets that they learned in the military and applied them here at Vandenberg to work on missiles here at Vandenberg, as well as rockets. I keep abreast of when all the launches out here are going on, and I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning some mornings to watch a launch, and it's pretty nifty, that sight, as the rocket is heading down south for a polar orbit. Most interesting about this particular launch is that the booster, the prime contractor, SpaceX, the booster is actually going to come back and be reused again on a future mission. And so that booster is going to be come back on its own autonomously to a pad that is right next to Slick 4 East that they have constructed. And so then that booster will be taken back to their headquarters and refurbished, and then sold. The ride will be sold to another customer sometime in the future. So that brings down the cost of access to space.
Starting to get the rumble over here on this end.
What we do with the National Aerospace Committee is to try to ensure that there's enough funding to ensure that the military, and in particular the Air Force and the air components of the other services, have enough funding to maintain their aircraft and their infrastructure, as well as NASA, ensure that NASA has correct fundings to continue on with their exploits of exploration of space. Excuse me, that was a tongue twister, but yeah.